Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. T. I'm home with a sick child. So for this class today, I'm going to upload a Quizlet deck for the new vocabulary that you find in the second Lectio, which you've been translating and should be done with. You should be done with the full translation of Lectio 2, and also you should be done with exercise 12, which is those 15 open response questions. So I think the next order of business is to memorize and put into sentences the new vocabulary in this Lectio. So this is exercise 11 in the workbook, which goes from page 40 to page 41. There are 16 questions, and you should see that exercise has been uploaded to Google Classroom. It's kind of long, but I still think it's possible to finish it within one block. So there's a fair amount of new words in this Lectio, and it goes from ak. If you look at the margin next to exercise 11, it goes from ak, which means and, all the way down to sagita, which means arrow. So I don't know, it's about 20 something words, I think. So the idea is, again, just to get these vocab words in context correct. So I'm going to give you the first two from here. So this is just questions 1 through 8, but it does go up to 16, which you'll see if you look at the workbook. So just use the word bank on the margins, as I say, and let's look at the first two here. Milites pilis et gladiis something. Looks like we need a verb here for short. For sure, excuse me. And this says the soldiers do something with spears and with swords. So these are two ablatives here. So what is the verb that is required there? I think you're going to see that soldiers fight with spears and swords. So the word there is going to be pugnant. I'm not going to type this in. I can't type it in. The way I set it up. But the word is pugnant, which means fight. So soldiers fight with spears and with swords. So that's your first blank there. You're going to type that one in. Number 2, we see pugnant again here, but now we're talking about boys. So boys fight not with weapons, but with something else. And I think that if you look in the margin, there's a picture of a fist. So at one point in the Lectio, Julia says, "My brothers fight too." And then Julia says that boys fight not with weapons, but with fists. So this would be pugnis for ablative, just like armis here. So boys fight not with weapons, but with fists. So there are your first two right there. There are 16. Please type those out and have that ready for tomorrow. And then if you finish, I will upload, as I said, a Quizlet deck, which has all of the words in this Lectio, in this exercise 11. And so you can then sort of review the words by using the Quizlet deck. Maybe like do it with like a partner or in groups. I think one-on-one is probably best. So if you can do it with just one person, that would be good. And just ask each other the words, and then one responds in English, and then another person takes a word, and just sort of go back and forth. Or you can study them individually too, but I think it's better to do this with somebody else. And maybe that should really be done first. Maybe like look over the Quizlet deck first and really familiarize yourself with the words, and then try to do the exercise afterwards. That's probably better now that I think about it. So I hope that helps. Look for both this exercise to post, and also look for a link to the Quizlet deck, and that hopefully should be it for today. If you get it finished in the period, then you have no homework tonight. If you don't, then please finish it for tomorrow. Questions 1 all the way through 16 in exercise 11 on pages 40 to 41. Good luck.